Hello, welcome to another Rural Pickin' Dad video. I'm Jared, and I'm here at a locker facility. Finally got a locker. It's been a while. I haven't actually been bidding on a whole lot just because my schedule's been so busy, but it is spring break, so I thought, hey, what a good time to bid on a locker. I'll have some time over spring break. I'll go and get a locker. What I didn't expect, though, is right before I won this locker, having somebody cut me off and I wrecked my Jeep. So I ended up renting a U-Haul, but we're trying to get that all squared away now. Got to get a new car, probably get a new truck. So yeah, that happened. And on top of that, when I picked up this locker, paid for it. I was going to get a U-Haul that day, but I came down with quite the flu, so I was on my back for 2 days. Recovering, you can tell with my voice. I definitely had been a little bit under the weather, but I'm feeling all right. We'll see how my energy is today. So yeah, let me show you the locker. So this is a 10 by 20 locker. I am in $330 on this. As you can see, I've actually started to pull stuff out. When I first got here, there was a family here unloading their locker, and so I was kind of trying to navigate around them. This is a very not well-made facility, so it's really tight in here, and I have a big old U-Haul. But they just decided to have a chat for like another hour, so I finally started loading stuff because I just couldn't wait for them. So I moved some stuff. But I did pay $330 for this. Let's kind of sneak in here and look at it. Honestly, I'm surprised I got it for $330 with the way lockers are going. But then right at the end, when I saw that I was going to win, I noticed that it said this was manager special. So I kind of like freaked out a little bit and said, oh no, it's going to just be junk that they threw in from different lockers. But in talking to the gentleman, they only do manager specials here. I guess something about the lien unit, it's a hassle for them, which I don't know if that's legal. But yeah, so this is not officially a manager special. It's not a bunch of, so it is one person's locker. So lots of boxes and stuff. But what I want to show you that I noticed right away once I opened it, here's this cool old rocking horse. Very neat, very pretty piece right here. So right there, that little tag, that is an auction buyer. And that could really be good or bad. Now, if they're buying cool antiques, kind of like this rocking horse, but the rocking horse has some damage, as you probably saw as I was showing it. So there could be some good stuff, but there could also be some really bad stuff. So I think there's going to be some trash in this one. Again, I'm in $330, but if with the U-Haul and fuel, I'm going to be closer. I'm going to say right around $500 by the end of this, and trash fees. It'll be closer. Well, at least $500 in on this. So, and I have loaded some boxes. Actually, let me show you kind of the pathway I have to take to load my boxes. So I've already moved a bunch of boxes like this right here, and right now most of them say glass dishes, which is not exciting. That's kind of a cool bird cage though right there. It's kind of a fun little art piece. I'll definitely get some money for that. Let me show you here. I have to walk all the way down here to load. I can't get my truck back in here. This is such a tight facility. So I'm going to have to load all the way here. Luckily, I brought my cart. But I just want to show you here real quick. Oh, sorry, my voice is really gone. So at the front of the locker was a bunch more of these boxes. These are, like I said, I'll say glass dishes. A bunch of speakers. These little ones here are Sherwin-Vega. And then I think these ones are Jensen, yeah. So, I mean, not great. But again, all of these, too, have auction tags. So they were auction buyers. Again, that could be a good thing or a really bad thing. Being that I'm about an hour from my house and being that I'm getting over this crud, I'm just going to focus on getting the truck loaded. I'm not even going to start going through boxes. I'm going to get it back to my storage, and then we'll start going through it. So then that will probably be, from this day, a good 3 or 4 days, just because I've got so much going on with my kids over spring break. So yeah, I'm just going to dig in, start loading my truck, and get the heck out of here. And hopefully the next time you see me, we're opening some boxes. Actually, real quick, I wanted to show you a couple things. So the facility managers, too, they kind of staged this. Once I got here, I realized what they had done. Even in the pictures, I'd realized, like, wait, this bin was closed in one picture, and then the next picture they showed this. But a cool little find, if it actually works, there's a Sega Game Gear. Pretty rough condition. but with like a pack on the back there, a little battery. So if that's working, that might have a little bit of value. It looks like just random stuff, so that's kind of a cool find. And the other thing that they kind of staged was all of these photos. Wow, I really got a cool voice right now. How are you doing? And so that's actually kind of the thing that made me bid on it, because as weird as it sounds, this one right here caught my attention. I think it actually has like a certificate on the back. Yeah, it does. And I don't know why it caught my attention, but I think that that one might sell, have some value. Maybe not, so. And then just some weird art. That's just like crazy weird art. And then there's a nice oil painting. So, and there could be some value in paintings. You just have to do your research. Now, I know I don't have like a Picasso here or anything, but yeah, so kind of fun finds here at the front. Now let's get back to loading stuff up, and I'll see you at my storage. I've made a bit of a mess out here, but I'm getting my way through this. Just wanted to show you something here real quick. I haven't really been peeking and stuff, but I saw this. It said apartment or appointment books or something like that. But when I opened it and peeked, this is what I found, and I don't think it's books. Aha! I think I found their jewelry stash. And I think I definitely see some silver. Oh, wow, what's in here? Oh, there's a watch. Oh, don't think that's gold or anything, but that's definitely a vintage watch in rough shape. So I'll dig through this a little deeper when we get back. But yeah, that is, looks like it might be jewelry all the way through. I don't know. Hopefully, let's see underneath here real quick. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of costume, I bet, but still. Very cool. All right, not a bad find. We'll dig through this deeper when we get back to my storage. All right, we're back at my shed. I have a couple boxes here I brought with me. I haven't even started to go through the locker. I'll probably put this at the end of the video, but here's a box that says toys, and then I have that box that looks like it's full of jewelry, so we're going to go through that. One thing I don't like is I noticed in a couple of these boxes that those like bugs there, that looks eerily like a cockroach, but not quite, but I did see signs that I was worried about maybe some cockroaches, so I tend not to bring stuff back to my shed when it's like that, but I just wanted to see. But I haven't seen any moving bugs, so, and this stuff was in storage a long time, it sounds like, so the winters here hopefully take care of anything like cockroaches, but I could be wrong. All right, let's go ahead and open this. And I got my voice back a little bit now. Yeah, I've been fighting that cold and whatever else I had. And now it's allergy season. Oh, it's full of styrofoam. Is this just going to be glass and not actual toys? What is this? Oh, actually, I think they're cast iron toys. Oh, hey, oh, these are actually cool. Okay. First off, this looks just like some type of 1994 champions scorecard. It's pretty faded, actually, and yellowed, but that's kind of cool. All right, that's a good sign. Finding stuff like that. Looks like there's another one here. 1994 New York Rangers, Brian. There might be some value in that. I don't know for sure. Now, these are cool if they're actually not repops. Those are some little cast iron banks, but nope, repops. If these were actually vintage, sounds like there might be some change in there. That would have some value. I think they still got a little bit of value as they are, but that takes it from being really collectible to just like kind of a cool shelf piece, because that is a repop. My grandma had one just like this when I was a kid. That was the real one. Taiwan repop. Yeah, these are all repops. Bummer. Yeah, they bought these probably at an auction, and either they didn't know or they did know when they bought it that they were repops. Oh, that one's heavier. That one almost feels like it might be, but the screws give it away, and that made in China. Yeah, so looks like there's a penny in there, though. Hey, so yeah, there's some change in it, but yeah, repops. So that takes it from being anywhere from $100, $200 piece to like a $20 piece probably. I don't know a whole lot about these, but I know the older ones that are real do have some value. I mean, I would guarantee they're usually about 100 or more. But yeah, these are just maybe $20 to $40 as is. But hey, kind of cool. All right, now for the interesting one. I have not looked at this other than when I opened it in the locker. So it is heavy too. So I don't know what's all in here. So this was the first box we opened. I've actually found a box like this before. It was full of cufflinks though. So, but this is not. Let's see. And hold that up there. I do think some of this is silver. Some of it's not. But got myself some bracelets. And this definitely looks older. Like an older jewelry, you know, type of style jewelry to me. That's somebody's name there. Yeah, so. But I'm not returning anything. They actually, from what I understand, they signed this locker off. They just said, take it, get rid of it. So that might be why they put it as a manager special. That's kind of a cool little ring there. I think that might be silver too. I'll have to look. I don't have my, should have brought my loop out with me. Yeah, some of this looks to be silver. So some of it, you just never know. That's a funky, that's a ring. Trying to see if I see any stamps, but oh yeah, that one's got a little bit of a stamp. I think those are all silver pieces there. So that's just costume little elastic bands. Whoa, look at this big old thing. That's pretty. Definitely costume jewelry stuff, but still, some of this vintage costume jewelry can have some value. Oh, there's the other one of those earrings. I don't know if that one's silver, but some big old earrings in here. Ooh. I'll have to check that. I don't have a magnet with me either. Jared, come prepared, man. You're shooting a video. I'm not sure if that would be gold, but I'll set that to the side. That'll be great if I do find some gold in here. I think I saw something that says check for gold. There's a silver chain. You can just tell by the tarnish that's silver. And that would be fantastic if that was gold, but a little too shiny. That one kind of giving away that it's not gold. That would probably stick to a magnet. So yeah, that's that first box. Little stone. And like I said, I think he was buying this stuff at auctions, like in bulk probably. He might have been a reseller too. Who knows? So, all right, what we have here? Oh, this is one I think we opened. Yeah, this one's got that watch. It's got tape on it. I can't see in there. And that's just a keychain, and it's definitely not gold or anything. Oh, there's a little earring in there. Just one of them, though. Huh. Okay. Tell me what you think. Potential here? It says check for. So what does that mean? Does that say check for gold? That's a cufflink. Have a feeling that's probably not gold. Yeah, these are some cufflinks. Chances of a cufflink being gold. Probably. Oh, there's the other earring. All right, so I have both of those. Don't think they're pearl, though. I think they're just costume. That's a cool little stone-looking thing. Those are actually, that's some type of stone there. Huh. Cool. All right. Oh, and let's see what's in this little green thing. I don't know if I opened that up. Oh, more cufflinks. It looks like one of the each. So there's a pair of them. So, yeah. I don't think that's gold. That'd be great if it was, but all right. Not going to complain. What's this? Oh, a personal phone directory. So, yeah, that's nothing. Oh, that is heavy. That feels like coins. Oh, please, silver, please. Probably not silver. Bunch of half dollars. 1990. Yeah, I don't think they're silver. But hey, I am not going to complain about that. Yeah. 91. Yeah, there's not going to be any silver in here. Yeah, these are all 90s, it looks like. So, but wow. Okay. Hopefully I find a bunch more stuff like that. Even some more coins and silver. That's what I'm hoping for in other boxes. That makes me happy. Because like I said, some of those boxes where I was starting to get a little deflated. I'm like, oh, I'm worried I just bought all trash. But I think I'm going to find stuff like this. Look at this. Get it open. I love that they sealed it in plastic. That means it's like not getting all dusty and gross. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm trying to be careful here and not drop stuff. There's another. I think that I had the other one of those. I'll put that in that pile. Oh, yep, there it is in that black case. That might be Bakelite. I think that's what that is. Even these. I don't know though. They're definitely not ivory, but I think those might be like a vintage Bakelite, mimicking ivory. Huh. I'm trying to see, does that say China on the end there? I don't know what that says. Estee Lauder, it says. Huh. That's vintage Estee Lauder for sure. Put that in the pile over here. And then again, this feels like kind of the same material. Little elephant here. Little necklace and some earrings. This is all matching, it looks like. Huh. Okay. This is a cool find, guys. Tell me what you think. This is kind of why I do it. These are like little treasures. Even if it's not worth a lot of money, there's just something about it. That just looks like it's a watch band of some sort. Maybe I'll find a watch. Yeah, there's like a little watch screwdriver, it looks like, or eyeglass screwdriver. Little just pendant. Looks like it might almost be in Hebrew on there, or something Hebrewish. Hebrewish? I don't think that's a word. Something in Hebrew. A little chain. What in the world? Is that a bunny? And it opens. Oh, it's empty. I was hoping there was something in there, like a diamond ring or something. It is. It's almost Easter. It's Easter weekend. Maybe I'll put that in my kids'... no. That goes with that bracelet set. That is just big and gaudy. That's just a keychain. Yeah, so I don't think I found any like real gold yet. 1957. Yeah, I don't think any of this stuff's going to be gold. These are just little pendants. Yeah, I have a feeling he probably didn't store the gold in here. Maybe, though. And then more of that kind of Bakelite stuff. That's kind of cool stuff. Yeah, I'm going to set that all to the side. All right, we got another Ziploc bag here. I see Swarovski. Swarovski. I can't ever say it. Crystal piece. Here we have just a watch. It says, I don't know what that says. Something, I don't know. Doesn't feel like anything high end to me. Those could possibly be real pearls. I don't know though. They definitely look vintage though. Everything I'm seeing here looks very old. Like there's the earrings. So I'll go through that a little closer. But yeah, man, the weight of that. Those ones might be... Yeah, there's all kinds of earrings and stuff in there too, just hidden in. Yeah, I think he was buying this stuff in bulk at auctions. Oh, that's heavy too. What's in there? Oh, look at that big old costume ring. Oh man, if that was gold, that would be fantastic. It's not. But yeah, and then there's a matching necklace. Yeah, this is all sellable stuff though. I mean, yeah, I might even just have enough here. If I find enough jewelry in this, I'll do maybe a jewelry whatnot, or we'll see. A little makeup tin of some sort. I do not know how to open it though. Yeah, I can't figure out how to open that one. There's got to be a tab somewhere, right? That says something on the side there, it looks like. Very cute little piece. I like that. Yeah, this is all like, if I don't sell this on whatnot, this is stuff I can put in my booth and definitely make a little bit of money. Oh, there's another one right there. Oh, that one opened, and it's got an earring in it of some sort. Just a cheap little. So that one opened, but the other one's probably a little bent, so I can't pull it open. Oh, there we go. I got it. Yep, just empty. So, very cool. But yeah, oh, do not spill that, Jared. There we go. Swarovski jewelry, little pin. It was $35 when it was bought. So, cool little piece. All right, looks like we have some cufflinks here. I've found cufflinks. Cufflinks are harder to move, I found. There's just not a demand for them. People don't wear them. This looks like a case of some sort. There's some writing on that. Could that be gold? I don't think so, but it'd be awesome if it was. Yeah, I'll check this stuff really close for like any type of like 10K, 14K. Because right now, gold prices are up. That's definitely not gold. Have ourselves a little ring in there. And is that a diamond? Don't have my tester out here. Probably not. And then we got some, whoa, those are some big old earrings. Clip-on earrings there. Yeah, I hope I'm not boring you guys, but these are cool. It's just more clip-on. Here's a brooch. More big earrings. Yeah, again, this stuff's all, it's definitely vintage costume, and it will sell. So, but I'll look really close to make sure there's no gold in any of this, but the chances of it being gold are pretty slim, I think. I could be wrong, though. You guys might see something and say, like, oh, that's definitely gold. But right now, that little ring I had, where was that in that bag? I'll check that, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think that's gold either. I think most of this is going to be costume. More earrings. Those are definitely costume. But yeah, I'll do some lots of earrings and stuff. Vintage earrings and... Oh, what's this one? Oh, there's a little pin. Cameo. Is that focusing? I don't know if that's focusing. But yeah. And then more pins. A big elephant-like guy. Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling he bought these as lots. But I'm not seeing stickers on them like the other stuff I've been finding. Oh, what is this? Something... Here, I'm going to take this plastic piece off since it's already... Buttons of the American Revolution. Oh, I thought I was missing one, but it's right there. It's fallen down. So I'll get that back in there. So that's just like a collector's piece. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, again, collector, probably not worth a whole lot of money. And it's nothing like from the Revolutionary War, but it's just a memorabilia. Oh, there's a little necklace. Oh, that chain actually has potential. That could actually be gold. I'll have to look at that closer. I don't think the pendant is, but the chain might be. All right. Oh, somebody's Social Security cards. What is this? And their hair. Oh. And they told me not to get personal stuff back. Honestly, I don't even think it's probably theirs. I bet it's something they got out of an auction that was in a lot. Oh, more coins. Something like this. These are foreign coins. 1971. There's a penny. The collector pennies are a thank you for your 2 cents worth. Oh, they're still pennies, I think. They will appreciate in value. Yeah, I think they might be still pennies. I'll double check that, though. Huh, cool. Yeah, all right. More foreign coins. I'll have to do some research. I don't think any of these ones are silver. They don't have the feel or the look. No, I don't think they're silver. But still, kind of cool. What year was the still penny? I can't. My eyes are. I don't have my reading glasses on, so I don't know. I couldn't see the date on that, so I may be totally off. They may not be still. Man, this box is quite intriguing. Oh, look at that. Again, costume. But lots of it. There's one of these horseshoe rings. Oh, that's heavy. And oh, look at the ends on that. That's a cool piece. That is really well made. Like, oh, here we go. I'm happy right now. Again, it's costume, but I'm excited. This is fun. That would be fantastic if you were gold. Even just like 10K, that would. But that's a little shiny to be gold. And that's off color. But I will double check all this stuff for sure. Really close before I go and sell it. But yeah, I think all these pieces alone, I think I'd sell them separate. I think that they have some value, even though they're costume, because they just look and feel vintage. They really do. There's a difference between how they make things today and how they used to make things. That one might have a stamp on it. I think it was a maker's mark, not anything. But yeah, so like all these rings here, more rings, necklaces. Here's a bracelet, made in China. Yeah, I mean, so that, meh, not gonna be a high end. Another little just pendant, chain. I don't think that one's silver. That looks almost silver right there. And then it's got that cool pendant on it. All right, sorry, I got interrupted. My dog was barking at a friend pulling in the driveway. So anyway, yeah, so a lot of costume. Like I said, I'll look at it really close. Oh, wow, look at the size of that thing. Ooh, couldn't fit on my finger. Wow. Yeah, I have a feeling my wife's going to dig through some of this and say mine, but that's all right. So some earrings. But I will take a closer look at this for sure because there could be some gold in here. Oh, there's little pockets. Oh, there's even little earrings and stuff in here. Yeah, so I'm going to have to check this stuff all real close. And make sure, like, I don't miss anything. So, oh, that's a pendant of something. Huh. Georgia. I don't know what that is, but it says $17.99. Again, I don't think it's old. I think it's just a replica piece of some sort. Put that back. So, yeah. So, very cool find so far in this one little box. There's a picture of somebody. Oh, we got ourselves a little Lincoln headset. Feels like there's some in here. 1941 to 50-something. Not fully complete, but... Huh. Maybe there'll be one in there that's worth millions of dollars, right? I'll do my research. Did we already open this one? Is this a different one? This is a different one. I can't get this one open. There we go. Ooh, that's a class ring. Some class rings could be gold. So that might have some potential. Yeah, just all kinds of... Yeah, they just kind of kept stuff. I think these guys might have been a little bit of hoarders. Oh, that's a Kama Sutra watch. Look, another cuff link. Another coin of some sort on a pin. Back, that's a watch back. That piece looks silver. Really pretty stuff, kind of cool stuff. Yeah, this is all vintage to me. This is all older. Yeah. Oh, we got... Oh, there's the watch that was probably broken. It's a Donald Duck. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I don't think my thing's focusing right. There we go. So, maybe I can put that back together. Sell it for parts. All right. This box just keeps on... Oh, there's a bunch of loose coins in there. Must have fallen out of the... That's a bunch of watches. They don't look like anything special, but who knows? Yeah, I think they were resellers too. I think these guys are buying at auctions, hoping to find gold in the. So yeah, these are all kind of cheap watches, but I'll lot them up. Someone might want them. I'm gonna clean out all these coins. Holy cow. Wow, there's a bunch of coins in the bottom of here. It's all looks foreign, but there'll probably be... I mean, this is just some of it. Definitely some vintage stuff in there. Don't know what that is. Liberty something, but I don't know what that is. That's weird. That's an interesting coin. I don't know what that is. That feels old and... Huh. There's a few more in here. Yeah, I'll have to clean out the bottom of this. It's got a whole bunch of foreign coins in it. Yeah, and I'll have to make sure there's nothing under, like, the sleeves. But, ooh, what's this? Be a diamond necklace. Be a diamond necklace. Oh, it's a watch. 2 watches. Very old, that's for sure, but... Huh. Wow. Can't read that. I really should put on my reading glasses, huh? This thing's a little mildewy and moldy, but... it's just a little pocketbook. No cash? Everything else has been giving me cash. Well, kind of. Oh, more coins. Let this be the silver coins. No. Oh, look at that. Little old Disney stamp. Dominica. Is that the Dominican Republic? That's kind of cool. Ooh, look at that. That is... Which one is that? It's not a Morgan, is it? No, 1921. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to research that one. That's yeah, 1921. I don't know my coins, but that's cool. All right. Ooh. And then we just have some, like, dollars in here. Trying to see if I can find any Morgans. Another 50 cent. What is that thing? Some type of token. Another couple dollars. Yeah, Sacagawea. Cool. I think that's a cool find right there. I'm going to have to do some research on that one. You guys can tell me. 1921. And yeah, I don't know that one. I don't know why I don't know that one. That's not a Morgan. Yeah, because that's too... Yeah. Maybe it is. Okay, cool. I hear it in my voice, but I'm really excited right now. So, oh, more watches. Look at this. This is all from one box. And honestly, this one box, like I said, I'll do my research. This one box may have paid for the locker. I don't know. So, what I'm finding, though, I don't feel like it's high-end enough to quite say that yet. But I'll dig in there. And like I said, if I just find a little bit of gold, then I can say, yeah, it paid for the locker. But, wow. Okay. What's in here? Be some... Oh, what is that? I'm pretty sure it's costume. Oh, I dropped one of them. I got it. I'm pretty sure that's costume, but I will double check. Could you imagine if those were diamonds? Oh, well, those diamonds are on the floor now. Pretty cool. I'm pretty sure those are costume, but man, I'll do tests. Because if that was diamond, then the locker would be paid for. But I'm pretty sure that's cubic, and I don't see like a brand or anything on it. So, nothing in that. Oh, there is something in that. Little gold button looking thing, but a little cufflink of some sort. Set that to the side. And then that's made in China, yeah. I was going to say, that just feels like it. And the rest is just foreign coins in the bottom. So, yeah, pretty good little box right there, though. So, that gives me some hope. We are back in my storage. It has been about a week. Hey, I've got my voice back. I'm feeling a whole lot better, so I'm ready to dig in my boxes. But I'm even feeling a whole lot better knowing what I found in that one little box that I showed you earlier. That jewelry box I thought was a lot of costume, probably not gold. I was wrong. There is a lot of amazing jewelry in that box. So stick around to the end of the video. I'll go through it. I'll kind of explain what I found. And you can tell me if I found my once-in-a-lifetime locker, because I think that one box may have just done that. But I'll show you, so stick around to the end of the video. But let's start digging through some boxes. All right, so I opened a whole bunch of boxes, and I thought my camera was recording when it wasn't. So, in the boxes was a lot of glass and trash, but there were a few items, so I'll go through them real quick with you. In one of them, it had a lampshade, and then it had this cool leaded glass looking New York Rangers thing, pretty cool. And then in another random box full of mostly like toys and Donald Duck toys, which were pretty dirty, was this large bust. I don't know who that is. There's a marking on the bottom, but it's heavy. I mean, this is probably about 10 pounds. It's probably even more than that. I don't know what type of material that is, but it's kind of an art piece. So that's kind of a fun piece. I'll just go through. This is stuff I've kind of been throwing to the side. Some of it's exciting, some of it's not. A lot of the boxes are like, I would consider to be like it almost looks like they took stuff out of their desk. But in here, that's a charger for, which I showed you already. We did find this Sega CD. So it has Sonic 2 with it, the game. So I'm going to test that, see if it's working. I think this person was a doctor at one point, because there's a lot of medical stuff in here. This is some type of head, you know, that you put that on the end, look in people's ears or whatever. I think that's what that tool is. There's a stethoscope in here, and see what other cool finds were there. Lots of glass stuff I'm finding, which I'm not as excited about. Did find some wheat head pennies. That's one bag of them. There's another bag, wheat head pennies. Found a random spearhead, which is cool. Oh, I was like, what's that? That's just a New York token, subway token or something. What else was there? A couple harmonicas. So not a lot of great stuff found today yet. But there were some boxes that have some glass. A bunch of little measuring tapes. I found like 3 or 4 of those. Couple harmonicas. So I'm just doing a quick highlight of just little things I'm finding. I did find another bag of dollars. You got some Sacagawea and some Susan B. Anthony dollars in there, it looks like. So there's a good $10 or so, or more, it looks like. So, and then, yeah, so this, and then lots of little tchotchkes. Again, a few bathroom boxes. And I've got to be a little careful, as you can see. I got a little Band-Aid on my finger now. I did cut myself on an object So I'm gotta be a little more careful. But that's the stuff. Let me see if there's anything else I missed real quick. I did find a box full of CDs. And it ranges all over the place. We got The Doors, Death Cab for Cutie. We got some Beck, which I actually like Beck. Beck's one of my, from the 90s, one of the bands that stands out to me. Or groups, I guess he's a guy. So a lot of CDs. The only catch is on this one too. If you come here, I'll see if I can tilt my camera up here for a sec. Down in the box there, that's corn. Some animal. It looks like a chipmunk probably, or a squirrel nested in here. But being that these are in the case and stuff, I'll probably be able to save most of them. And I think there's some decent ones CDs in there. Again, with CDs though, hit and miss. There's some that are worth a lot. Others, you just kind of give them away. So, but not a bad find. I was going to wrap the video up, but since I just did a highlight of the boxes I went through, I'm going to open up a couple more. This will be a couple part video for sure. There's just no way for me to get through all the boxes in one go with my life as it is. Oh, what is this? Yeah, he was really in to Donald Duck. But right there, that right there is a mouse or something got in there because there was something sticky in there and he wanted it. Oh, look at that though. That's pretty cool. Oh, I thought it was tin for, oh, it is tin, I think. Little Donald Duck car. That's kind of cool. It's not tin all the way through. So this is probably like 80s. But kind of cool. That's a fun little find. Let's set that to the side. Now I'm curious if that's vintage Mickey. I think it, or Mickey, I mean Donald Duck. I think it is. That's like a porcelain piece. Little marionette. That I'm going to do some research on for sure. They were, like I said, they were really into Donald Duck. Somebody in the family was. So, what is that? Is that my Mickey Mantle card? I'm just kidding. It's just a baseball card. These look like more personal photos. I'm going to set to the side and go through. Yeah, there are definitely some photos. But it looks like there's some baseball cards and stuff in there, so there might be some more. And there'll probably be some ephemera in there. Little nesting doll. This is all vintage stuff, so this is cool. Pretty rough shape, but still, it's just kind of a cool piece. That's awesome. Ooh, that sound was awful, though. Yeah, this is more of their Donald Duck. He's missing his head somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where the head is. It's in here somewhere, probably. Little plastic one. Oh, see if I can get that one open here in a sec. Some Pez's. Those are vintage, though. Those could have value, too. The broken stuff, probably not. I remember that one. Yeah, I grew up on these cartoons and Warner Looney Tunes as well. Yeah, I'm going to set all that stuff to the side. Oh, we got a Pluto one. Again, I don't know if that one's older. It's missing the foot thing. Maybe it didn't have one. This is cool. Yeah, see, this is all like Donald Duck porcelain stuff. This stuff will all sell. I'm not worried about that. I can't get it out, but you can see it's Donald Duck. I want to be really careful and not break it, because I think a few of these are broken. Those look like wax. They are. They're candle. Those are candles. That one is, at least. I think that one's porcelain there. Very cool. Let's see what else we have here. This is a big one. It's the... They didn't put dates on Disney stuff, so it's hard to say what these are from, but I have a feeling these are probably from the 80s, 90s. That one's pretty cool. That's a resin piece. That's pretty cool. Pretty fun. Yeah, this locker is turning out to be a great locker. I am not complaining about this one at all. It was a lot of work because of the size of it. Oh, that wax candle melted. Yeah, that's all. So, yeah, somebody loved Donald Duck. This just looks like a McDonald's toy. Yeah, I think it is. But it's an older one, I think. That's not one I've seen before. Huh. Oh, this one's broken, unfortunately. Oh, that's the head that broke off of this guy here somehow. Yeah, I don't think that's savable. I don't know. Some people might want to save that, but usually if it's broken for me, I won't repair. If I won't sell it like that. So I don't know though. It's kind of a historic piece. I don't know. Oh yeah, see, whatever was in that, the mice liked, or the rats, or whatever. Definitely gonna put some hand sanitizer on my hands the minute I'm done with this. This one's a Mickey and a Donald Duck. And again, I think they're maybe candles. No, I don't know what this is. Oh, get that gunk off my hand. 1999. Wow, that one has a date. And then this guy still has the tag on it, looks like. $4.95. Articulated figurine. Disney. That looks older too. Cool. Some of this stuff will definitely end up probably in a Whatnot auction. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't been doing Whatnot lately, just honestly more because I haven't had time. With family stuff and just work. So, but look out for them. If you're not on Whatnot, Whatnot's an auction site. You can load it on your phone. And I'll put a link in my, about and stuff, that if you sign up to Whatnot and you want to do an auction, that's kind of a cool one. Oh, the bat's broken though. Bummer. I don't even see it in there. Yeah, see, that's just, no go for me. But anyway, for Whatnot, if you're looking for, if you're not a member, you can sign up and get $15 towards your first purchase on an auction. It doesn't have to be my auction. And I usually do them on Friday nights around 7 p.m. So, yeah, these are cool. I think these are McDonald's toys, but they're older. That's like definitely different than how they make McDonald's toys today. That was a cool little box. I'm bummed that these ones are damaged. Oh, there's this one here too. I'm going to leave it in there because he looks good, but he's like, it's him in a top hat. Gold kind of leaf stuff around it. I'm going to leave that in the bubble wrap for now. Oh, we should check the wallet, huh? For any money. No money. All right, we have a bin here. There weren't many bins. It was mostly boxes. This doesn't look very exciting. Oh, that looks like a little handmade dreidel type thing. That's kind of cool. And then this just looks like seats to a car. I wonder what kind of car they were driving. Yeah, there's 3 of them in here. Just got ourselves an alarm clock. Second one of those I found. And then we have, man, they literally, oh, look at this piece. That's kind of cool. Stone piece there. I'll set that to the side. I wonder if there's 2 of them. Looks like book ends. Very cool piece. Then we have a lamp. That's not exciting though. Got ourselves an old electric drill. Little Craftsman. And then was a battery powered one, but that's just garbage. An old Sears. Yeah. Anything else in here? Well, that one was a little boring. Got a power supply. Oh, I didn't show you some of the finds. I forgot to show you, so this brought me up. This Ray-Ban case reminded me. I did find some sunglasses. These are Ray-Bans here, it says. I'm going to put those right in that case right now. I don't know if that's for it. And then there were some other kind of, I can't remember which one these were. These were just like some ladies, but like definitely like screaming 70s, 80s right there to me. Kind of cool. But they feel higher end. So I'm going to do a little research on those. And the last ones I found were not the Valentino. Oh, that'd be nice though. I don't think they were Valentinos. I think they were Cartier. Or no, Christian Dior. They were Christian Dior. And again, they're definitely vintage. They're old. So, but that's not the case that came in. Valentino, those are probably worth something too if I find those, huh? But for the rest of this box, just like a power supply in there and not much else. Dust. And lots of dust. This box says Japanese boat on it, but I don't think that's what's in here. We got ourselves a bag. It's fuzzy inside. Don't know what that is. I don't think that's anything. What do we have in here? Got a bag full of, looks like medicine. Yeah, it looks like medical or something. Yeah, that's medicine. Yeah, where's the Japanese boat? There is definitely not a Japanese boat in here. More medicine. What are these? Huh. It looks like, oh, interesting. So got some little animal had been in it or something. It's a box. That's kind of cool. Got a very cool look to it. I like that. All right, wife just called. I had to take that real quick. Anyway, that box. Looks like there's another one. Ooh, some funkiness on there. Gross. Just a little wood carved. Nothing fantastic. What is this? Does that go to that other box? That might go to that box. I don't know. It looks like a handle of some sort. I don't know what it is. It's kind of nut. I think it might go to that box. Oh, it's a pipe. It's like, what is that? It's a pipe. Yeah. They were smoking tobacco in that one. Oh, that stunk. And then, I don't know. They were definitely smoking the green stuff. I think that's what that's supposed to be. That is. I'm going to blur that out, but that's some old bud. Oh, do not smoke. Oh, well, that stinks. Some old bud. And then another wood box. It's got some mouse droppings in it, and it's pretty beat up. Missing its hinges. Yeah, I don't think that's worth saving. All right. Interesting box, I guess. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff like this when I was alone where I saw these stickers here are all auction lots. So somebody in this family loved auctions. This looks like it's just tools. I mean, that's 10, 15 bucks at a store. Oh, were those Craftsman though? Those might be Craftsman. I actually need to update my wrenches. No, not Craftsman. If they were Craftsman, I probably would have jumped on. Yeah, made in China. So, yeah, again, this is probably like, if I was lucky, 20, yeah, I'd say 10, 15 bucks at a flea market as is. All right. This one looks like it might have come out of a bedroom. Put that down there. That's actually a nice little shawl if it's not destroyed by animals. Whoa, what do we have here? That's an old iron. Check that out. Little deer. You'd put your hot coals in there. I don't know if it's actually antique, though. Looks like it is. Oh, see, I don't know what those markings are. But that's cool, yeah. Not sure what this little thing does here. Oh, that's what, so it opens up. Oh, very cool. You close it. If I can, now I opened it, I can't close it. And then you put that in so it doesn't pop open on you while you're ironing with the hot coals. That's a cool piece. I like the deer on them. Very cool. I am loving this locker, everyone. It's definitely exceeding my expectations. Got ourselves an old towel here. Very colorful. Doesn't look like mice got in here too bad. That surprises me. This phone. Whoa, what is this? We got some shirts in here too, but this looks like a big lamp. Oh, wow. That looks nice. That's like, that's not your regular, you find in the locker from Kmart lamp. That's well made. Again, I don't know if there's any value in that, but I'm going to get that out of the way. And we might have some vintage t-shirts in here through this stuff. Yeah, that's a single stitch right there. What year is that? 1994, yeah, because around 97, 98 is when they started kind of phasing out single stitch and doing the double stitch stuff. So that's a single stitch shirt. I'm going to set those to the side. I've done pretty well with single stitch in the past, especially concert shirts. So that one might be double. Tasmanian Devil. These will need a cleaning though, that's for sure. Double stitch. Yeah, they were into hockey. They were into sports, it looks like. Really into hockey though. I found a couple hockey items so far. See what else we can find in here other than shirts. Yeah, lots of sports shirts. Again, some of these will probably be single stitch. Yep, that one's single stitch. New York Rangers. Not single stitch. Got some staining. Mets baseball. All right, I'll go through these later. Let's see what else we can find in here. Oh, we got some shoes. So this was somebody's bedroom. Yeah, lots of hockey stuff, hockey shirts. It looks like Celtics too. Oh no, Jets. I was wrong. Ooh, Samsonite. I was way off. 90s kids will get that reference. That's just disgusting. Even if it is a single stitch. Some old shoes, Rockports, very bad shape. Rockports. More hockey shirts. Yeah, I don't know if there's any value in these. Some of the single stitch, maybe. Again, these are single stitch. Definitely 1992, it looks like. Yeah, I'll set those to the side. So yeah, I'll pull all the single stitch out. New York Jets. No, that's double stitch. And this, yeah, this double stitch, people don't really buy them for a lot. So, but these are sports related, so someone might. You find that hockey fan. I think that's the rest of what's in here is shirts. Let's dig down a little more. Make sure they're... Ooh, got a little bit of a musty smell down here too. Oh wait, what's that one? Look at that. Detroit Red Rings, that is old. I'll show you the tag here. Logo 7. Logo 7. Probably not even showing you the shirts the way I'm doing this. Detroit 94. Okay, not as old as I thought. I looked older than that. Some staining. Definitely will need to be soaked in. Some of these things I'll soak in. Like, I don't like to put these in my washer, but I'll get like a tub of OxyClean and soak them and rinse them off. But I won't take stuff home and put it in my washing machine. I just don't want a chance bringing like bed bugs or something else home. Here's another 1994. So that's going to probably be single stitch. Up top's double stitch there though. So, but the bottom's single stitch. So I don't know. Stanley Cup. So yeah, a lot of hockey shirts it looks like. And definitely a little bit of a musty smell. Oh, that's still got a tag on it, whatever that is. NBA from Publix, $8.99. Yeah, so that shirt probably is not a high demand. But it is older, probably. But 2013. Yeah, no, okay, it's not even that old. 2013. So I'm not showing you guys. My camera's off angle. My usual setup's not up right now, so yeah, I'll go through these shirts though, and I'll pull out the ones I think have some potential, and I'll probably just put those in a whatnot. There's another one of those that looks like single stitch, but not as in good a condition as the other one. But I'll put it there in the pile. Cool, not bad. Okay, kind of fun finds. Yeah. Oh, there's a Rangers one. I'm just looking for the single stitch. Nope, not single stitch up here. So that's a newer one. Little mixture. All right, yep. Not bad finds. One more box. This one says fragile stuff. And it probably was on the very bottom. Like everything that was glass or fragile was just thrown in to this locker. So, and again, it might not be fragile stuff because a lot of the stuff doesn't seem to be labeled. Oh no, this might be fragile. What in the world is all this? Check this out. It's like Laurel and Hardy or something. I don't know. Let's see if I can break this tape. There's a baseball players. I think it's the whole who's on first. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Who's on first? There's an electronic. It's plastic. Little button. The batteries are probably popped. Let me get it in the frame here. This box is too tall. Sorry, I didn't realize my stuff is out of frame. But anyway, yeah, it's the who's on first sketch type thing. This guy was into old time like Laurel and Hardy. Yeah, here's a book actually. How funny. Laurel and Hardy. There's a Yankee Bets game ticket. Don't know if that's anything special. But yeah, very interesting stuff. This looks like a book, New York Yankees, 75 years. Or New York Rangers, sorry. I just saw New York. Again, I don't know if there's any value in that. But it's a book. Oh, that's heavy, whatever that is. Looks like a couple figures. I'm gonna, yeah, let's see if I can get it open. What the heck? Some wizard candle holder thing. Oh, it's got a big chip out of it. It's still funky enough. I might put it in my shop to, yeah, that's just so random. Huh. Alright, what else do we have in here? His name was Rob, or somebody's name was Robert. That's my middle name. Oh, here's another one of these. What is this? Well, this is a rhinoceros. That's some type of stone piece. Wow, this is cool, guys. A little bit of damage on the ear there, but it's like a heavy stone. It's got some type of signature there. Probably got it in Africa. Cool. Whole bunch of little fans here. Some of them look to be in bad shape, but I'm going to leave those in as is right now. I'm going to take those out. Oh, be another jewelry box. Be another jewelry box. Nope. Baseballs. Ah, signed baseballs and stuff. Let's see. Ultimate 4-ball case. Mets. So, Chip Dell something. Bubba Buck. Oh, Goofy. They're signed by Disney cartoon characters, so I don't think there's any value in those ones. This older ball, though, what's this? Mickey Mantle? Wait, Babe Ruth? No, I'm just kidding. That one doesn't look signed. Huh, interesting. I don't know. Oh, I just lost Chip and Dale ball. That is a pain in the butt, actually. I lost all the balls. I lost all my balls. Yeah, see, I think that this is just a display case, and you can get stuff signed. But yeah, see, this is like just a Mickey Mouse ball, and that's not even live signatures. It's just, so I figure they were hoping to get signatures, because I definitely don't see a signing on this ball anywhere. This might be, it came from like a major league game or something maybe, but could you imagine if there had been like a Babe Ruth or Mickey Mantle ball in there? Yeah, this stuff, it's all wrapped up pretty good. I don't know if I want to. Oh, this is just random stuff. Here's a Tonka or a Hot Wheels, probably. Yep, Hot Wheels. Not Redline, almost though. 1976. That would be Redline, right? Maybe it's because it's a truck. There's a creepy, weird troll-looking thing, and then more tchotchkes like broken Pez, some type of monster. These are all cool. Yeah, I like this stuff. I'll lot up in little lots. There's a pin. Yeah, this is all vintage toys. That is just creepy, whatever that is. I remember those, though. Why do I remember those? There was a show or a book or something. Yeah, this must have been the Sun stuff. Oh, there's another stand for something. Doctor and Doll. Oh, there's going to be a doll in here, huh? All right, you can't see through the plastic very well. That's Laurel. Pretty sure that's probably Hardy. Yep, and that's Hardy. Little Laurel and Hardy characters. Don't know if there's a lot of value in that, but I love it. This is kind of stuff my dad watched. So, and then we got some pucks. New York Rangers. 93-94 Stanley Cup. New York Rangers again. Probably all Rangers. Stanley Cup. Yep, 94. I found a couple things already in that little toy box. I think I showed it. But yeah, so all sellable items. I don't think there's a lot of value in that. There could be. Oh, there's one more. Oh, that one's signed. That's got a signed signature by somebody. Official puck. New York Rangers. So I don't know who. So I'll look into that. Yeah, this locker just keeps on giving. I'm loving it. That looks like a New York Rangers sweatband or wristband. Somebody's wrist was big. I don't think that's a sweatband. This looks like some type of decorative piece too. Just, yeah, after you put stuff on your desk. Oh, another baseball. Maybe this is the Babe Ruth one. There are signatures, but they are very faded. Official ball. Have a feeling it's the Mets because they seem to be Mets fans. That is heavy, whatever that is. That's another one of these stone things, I think. Maybe it's the baby rhinoceros. Hip Hop Anonymous. Oh, I can't get it open. Don't break it. Yeah, I think it's a baby hippo. Definitely stone of some sort. Or clay that's been, I don't know, it's heavy though. It's like a heavy piece. Even more baseballs. So maybe that display was for these baseballs. Oh, I keep hitting my camera. Like I said, if there's a Mickey Mantle or a Babe Ruth signed ball in here, I'm going to lose it. That just says Marlins, I think. Inaugural year. Yeah, these are all just, I don't think there's any. How do you tell who signed them though? Yeah, again, faded. Definitely all good stuff to keep. There's another one. I mean, for like resell, it's just figuring out who they are is the hard part. John something. Like the names I would know are like Del Murphy. Yeah, Del Murphy, Ken Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan. I just don't know baseball. I haven't watched baseball since those gentlemen played. So, but still, cool finds. What else do we have down here? Wilson! There's something in here. Oh, these might be the doctor dolls. Yep, there's the doctor. The doctor is in. Oh, his stethoscope fell. It's like, and this must be the patient. I don't know. Let's see. I don't think that goes with it. Maybe it does. Oh, maybe it does. It's broken though. There's the foot's missing. Yeah, here's the doctor bag. So there's a foot missing somewhere. So that detracts from it, but yep, I think he's checking on the baby. That's the whole thing, but not sure that has any value, but I'll see what I can do with it. Oh, wait, what is this? Sticking on the side here. There's a Mets sticker, but it's a Three Stooges tin. Oh, it's stuff that's sellable. Again, not high value, but I am not complaining. So, oh, you have a picture here too. It looks like of New York, 1969 New York Mets. But it's all faded and bent up. But yeah, so far some kind of cool finds. You know, a lot of the stuff I missed when I thought I was recording wasn't. Most of that really was just kind of like kitchen or, you know, glass. So you didn't, you know, there wasn't a whole lot there. So again, a lot of trash in here, but a lot of cool finds, all sellable stuff. But let's get back to the jewelry because I think you're going to be astonished what I found in there. All right, we're back at my house. I want to go through this jewelry with you. I'm still in a little bit of shock here. I just can't believe the amount of gold I actually found in here. There are a couple pieces that we were hoping were diamond because if they had been diamonds, I mean, they would have been probably the best piece in here. But overall, I think this is probably the best find I've ever had, at least the best find in one box. These are like once in a lifetime kind of finds. That's how I feel about this. Let me show you. All right, let's start in this pile here. Everything I have here is stamped 14K. Now, I have not done an actual scratch test, but I do believe that this is 14 karat gold or close to. But this is like really vintage stuff. So some of this is definitely scrap, but pieces like this, I think I'm going to get appraised. I think there might be some value just to the fact that they're vintage, and I think some of it is almost antique. But like gold earrings, even these little pendants were gold. And this Waltham watch, the entire case is 14 karat. I just have to get it out of there. This will probably go scrap because the watch is pretty much gone. But yeah, that's all 14 karat gold. Yeah, so Yeah, and I think I measured roughly ounce-wise in the 14K around 205 grams. And that's including some of these rings back here. And I separated these because these rings are all have diamonds in them. So that those little diamonds, they're all smaller diamonds, but they are diamond. So there's some diamonds in there. Again, this one tested out, interesting. The middle stone is some type of stone. Wasn't quite sure. But the two side ones definitely test as diamond, but this one in the middle didn't. It was still some type of gem, but it's not a diamond. If that was a diamond, I mean, that would be... But these earrings are, these gorgeous earrings, those are diamond earrings. I think my wife just got her a new set of diamond earrings because she's been looking for some for a while, and these are just gorgeous. So, so that's, again, most of this I believe is 14K in this pile. There's a couple pieces I'm going to have to scratch test. I didn't find stamps, but I do believe them to be either 14K or 8K. This one here has some pretty stones in it too, and they tested out. I can't remember what stone that was, but still a pretty nice stone in there. So I do believe these to be gold pieces as well, but I've got a scratch test. So I didn't even weigh those in my weight when I was doing this. Again, with this one, I don't think this one's gold, but it has a really nice stone in it, and it tested out as a gem. I just don't remember. And again, I'll do a scratch test on this just to double check though, because like I said, I was in shock with how much gold and stuff I was finding in here. Now this littler pile here, this is all 18K, stamped 18K. This little nugget here is amazing. It actually didn't have an 18K stamp. It had another number, and I did the research, and it's the same. And it almost seems like the backside has some type of coating on it. But I do believe this part here, get in focus there, to be gold. And then I had to factor in some stones and stuff on this. But I weighed also, I'll show you here, I weighed this along with another piece I'm going to show you right here. So total 18K type gold, roughly I have about 104 grams. And what adds to that is, which I think is probably the nicest piece I found, is this watch. This watch is a, what is it, Spritzer Furman, I think is what it's called. But it's an Omega watch, so it's an Omega watch in the center there. But this band is completely gold, and it is 18 karat, and you can tell it's gold. I found one that I haven't seen I couldn't find a sold comp, but I saw someone selling one almost exactly like this on eBay for around $6,000. And to be honest, this piece alone, if I was just to scrap this band, I'm looking at $4,000 to $5,000 in scrap right there. I mean, isn't that just unbelievable? So, and then also I did this watch here. I can't remember the brand on it. It's another top brand, but the band on this is 10 or 14 karat, purely 14 karat. And I saw sold comps on this actually on eBay anywhere from $1,200 to $2,000. So I can't remember the brand, and I don't have but it was another brand that was pretty popular, and it's definitely a vintage piece, and I think that's why it has the value. But again, I saw these ones selling just as a watch for up to $2,000. So, and again, the scrap on this is probably worth that just in the band. And then this one is another brand, and the band is 18 karat white gold, it looks like. Again, all this will have to be tested, and I think what I'm going to do is get this stuff appraised, because I think there's some value here outside of just scrap. I think that these pieces here, this one especially, this is history. This is probably the 1950s style watch, it looks like. It's some history, and it's an amazing piece. So that one I think is going to have value on its own without having to sell it for scrap. I don't want to scrap that. Same as these, like this vintage stuff. I think there's more value in the actual jewelry than scrap, but I could be wrong. But I did kind of do some estimates of scrap, roughly with all the 14K, 18K. Oh, and then I have a few pieces of 10K, but they're pretty stone heavy, except for that one piece there. That one little piece there is over $200 in scrap with gold prices right now. That's for a 10K piece. Is that crazy? But yeah, so this is some 10K stuff. Oh, that was that fell over there. So not a lot there. So there, but all this combined, You know, the 18K, 14K. And again, some of the stuff I didn't weigh, but with what I've weighed, I don't know the total number of grams, but it's over $20,000 in scrap. If I was just to scrap all this gold and take it to a scrap place, you know, with gold prices the way they are, and it jumped like $100 in a day from yesterday to today. But yeah, it's over $20,000 in scrap. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Then over here, all of this, I actually do believe to be real pearls as I started looking at them closer. One of these, yeah, this piece here, it has these little bands in it. Those are diamonds as well. So that pretty much gives it away that they're probably real pearls. And then these are just, well, I can't think of the term on those, but like they're not like a high-end pearl or anything. This did not test out as diamonds though, so I'll check it, but I do believe it to be pearls, but no diamonds there. And then this one here, the little latch is broken, and those weren't diamonds either, so I did test. But the bands on this one is a white gold 14, or I think it was 14K white gold. So again, I believe these to be pearls. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this jewelry, all the gold. We're going to set up an appraisal time to get some of this vintage stuff appraised. Again, some of this will be scrap, but I think what I'll do is once I get that set up, maybe I'll set up a Facebook Live and give you guys the information I get from the appraisal. So yeah, if you want me to do that, let me know. And then the rest of this stuff, I got a whole pile of silver over here. This is all silver. This is costume. I was hoping that was gold, but I knew it wasn't when I picked it up. But it's a really well-made piece. I think these earrings match it. So, yeah. But then the rest of this, yeah, costume. There's these, like, I think this one's actually bone. But then the rest of this stuff that's in here, there's a couple of little bone pieces. And I think this is, like, some type of plastic or Bakelite. So, some earrings, costume earrings, necklaces. We were hoping this one was going to be diamonds, but it wasn't. And so we were surprised. This ring here wasn't diamonds either. But it is 18 karat gold, so I'll have to do some tests. So, but it did not test as diamonds, so we were a little bummed about that. But the one we were bummed about the most is this one. This piece right here. It's actually in, I believe, 8 karat gold. It may even be 18 karat. I think the stamp's a little faded on here. But if these had been diamond, that piece there probably would have been like anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 piece. But they do look to be cubic CZ or cubic zirconium, however you say that. I always say CZ. But I still think I'm going to get it appraised because it does look to be in gold. So I think there still might be some value to it. And then I have a few other pieces that I'm going to just have to scratch test because there is the possibility of some gold in here. So quite the haul. Quite the haul. I'm still wrapping my head around it, but I'm so excited about this locker. Even my wife's excited about this locker, and my wife thinks I'm crazy for buying lockers, but she's behind me on this one. And it just means that I need to go buy more because now I'm just that much more excited. I really want to get out there, get more lockers, but I still have a lot to go through on this locker. And I still think I'm going to find some great finds. You know, even in the boxes that weren't jewelry, there were some interesting finds, kind of fun finds, you know, the Donald Duck stuff and some of those collectibles. So, and I think there's potential for more. It would be great if there was another jewelry box. But I'm happy with what I found so far. I consider this a grand slam. This isn't a home run. This is a grand slam. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of find. So I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for you all watching my videos. If you're enjoying them, I always ask, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. But I really do appreciate you watching. And I think I'm going to end it here. But there'll be more videos to come out of this locker. So just stay tuned for that. And as I always say, stay kind. A little kindness goes a long way, especially in today's world.